Hello everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. There's some new updates regarding Cardi B and Offset's impending divorce, and also Kanye West went on Twitter exposing his label. And I'm going to briefly talk about these topics in this video, but before I do, I first want to give a shout out to the artist 7 Streeter, because recently 7 Streeter released her new single HMU, and I love the song. I think 7 Streeter is an amazing artist, amazing writer, and she's also very underrated. So if you get a chance, please check out her new song HMU. Now, I want to briefly talk about Cardi B. As a lot of us may know, news did come out earlier this week that Cardi filed for divorce from her husband, Offset. And in the initial paperwork, it said that Cardi was seeking primary custody of their daughter, Culture, and also seeking child support. And when I first read that, I thought to myself, man, Offset must have done something really bad to make Cardi go to the extreme like that. However, it did later on come out that Cardi wants to have joint custody with Offset, and she wants the divorce to be as amicable as possible. And that is fair. If Offset is a good father who is present in his child's life, I do think joint custody is the right decision, and that actually spares him from having to pay more money in child support. Offset makes money, but I don't think he makes as much money as Cardi B. So if he had to pay child support to Cardi, it would affect him financially, because he's already going through some legal issues with his label QC, and he's already financially providing for his other children. So if Cardi were to make him pay child support, it would probably affect him, and Cardi doesn't seem like she wants to do that. She wants the divorce to go smoothly, and we'll see how this whole thing plays out. Like I said in my last video, I feel like this divorce might be used for some publicity on Cardi B's part. And that's not to say that she solely filed for divorce for publicity. I think that something happened in her marriage that made her want to give up. But I also feel like she might be using this to promote her new music. She said in her Elle magazine interview that she will have some Beyonce inspired lemonade moments where she will talk about her marriage. And also, I find it interesting that the same week that she filed for divorce, she dropped a new song with the artists Anita and Mike Towers called Me Gusta. I just find the timing of that to be very interesting. Now, Cardi did go on Instagram Live and she denied filing for divorce for publicity. She kind of went off on that because I brought it up in my last video. So I know she felt a way about me saying that, but I'm just saying the coincidence of her filing for divorce and then dropping a new song with another artist is sketchy to me. Just like she was beefing with this teenage blogger who was running her fan page right before she dropped her single WAP.
You post that, but you want to post every time that I have an argument, and that's what it is. You a fake person. You a fake friend. You a fake whatever the you is.
It always seems like there's something being stirred up before she releases a single. That's just my observation, but she did deny filing for divorce for publicity, and also she denied the rumors that Offset impregnated another woman outside of the marriage, and she denied paying bloggers to talk about her divorce. This is what she said.
I want to let y'all know I have not shed not one tear. You know, every single time that, you know, this guy had done something so crazy, so up, and it hits the media, I'm always crying. I'm always stressed out. I'm sad because I don't like that type of shit. This time, I wasn't crying. You want to know why? Because it wasn't, the reason of my divorce is not because of none of that shit that ever happened before. It's not because of cheating. I'm seeing people like, oh, he has a baby on the way. That's a whole fucking complete lie. There's like the second time that people's trying to pin babies over here. No, that's bullshit. So stop bringing up these fake rumors. There has been a lot of people with fake text messages, with fake bullshit. I'm sure, like, we all know that said is really sloppy when it comes to fucking around. I'm sure it would have been something out now. No, just leave it. I just want to be a free birdie, okay? Stop. I just want to be a free bird. Um, I just got tired of fucking arguing. I got tired of not seeing things eye to eye. So before, when you feel like it's just not the same anymore, before you actually get cheated on, I'd rather just leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of people saying that I'm paying blogs. One another thing, I don't, just because I get along with bloggers, and the bloggers that I get along with, if they ask me a question, because there has been so much rumors going around why the reason, if they ask me a question and I answer them, that's not them paying. That's not me paying them. I'm giving them an honest answer. So they're going to tell their platform the answer. I'm tired of people saying, oh, sources said this, sources close to Cardi, sources close to Offset. That is a lie. Because why had these sources didn't say nothing a couple of days before I wanted to get a divorce? Now y'all want to say something after it comes out. That's not true. And another thing is, I don't talk to people. I'm only around my family. I don't talk to people from my label unless it's about music. And I don't talk to none of the people that I work with unless it's about a project that I'm about to do. And another thing that I want to say is, because a lot of people saying that I got a divorce for clout, because one time I did an interview and I said that my album is gonna have some lemonade moments. I didn't say my album was gonna be like lemonade. I said it's gonna have lemonade moments. Of course, like for example, be careful, ring, and through your phone, right? Those are relationship songs. So of course I'm gonna have relationship songs on my album. My album is not going to be about only relationship. I'm a hip hop artist. So I'm not doing it for no clout. And on top of that, I don't need stunts. I don't need drama to sell music. Right now, my song WAP is #1 in the US and it's #1 worldwide. And I'm not trying to brag, but don't ever say that I'm doing anything for clout because I'm going to drop something. Out of here. Why would I need something personal to sell my next anything that I'm dropping? I don't need that. I don't need stunts.
So that's what Cardi had to say. She said, I don't need stunts to sell my music. Anyway, I want to move on and talk about Kanye West, because Kanye shook some things up in the industry when he exposed his record label and he posted over 100 pages of his different contracts on Twitter for the world to see. Kanye claims that he has signed a slave contract, and he claims that most of the artists in the industry are being robbed because they aren't allowed to own their own music. Now, the music industry has taken a hit during this pandemic because a lot of artists aren't allowed to go out and perform and make money. Most of the artists that we see make their money touring, but since they can't tour, they haven't been making as much money, and they don't make as much money off of streams because they don't own their masters. A lot of them don't own the music that they're making. Their labels do. So this is what Kanye has been trying to expose, and he tweeted a series of tweets. He said, the artists deserve our own masters. Artists are starving without tours. I'm gonna go get our masters for all artists. Pray for me. He also said, when you sign a music deal, you sign away your rights. Without the masters, you can't do anything with your own music. Someone else controls where it's played and when it's played. Artists have nothing except the fame, touring, and merch. We've gotten comfortable with not having what we deserve. They allow us to have little money from touring, get some gold chains, some alcohol, some girls, and fake numbers that feed our ego, but we don't own our masters. Universal won't tell me what my masters cost because they know I could afford to buy them. Sony, you not off the hook either. One battle at a time. He also posted a picture of Prince with slave written on his face, and he said, let's get it, big bro. You and Michael pass so we can live. Everyone at Universal and Vivendi, please understand that I will do everything in my legal power and use my voice until all artist contracts are changed, starting with getting my masters for my children. I will not stop. I promise you, I am petty and very personal. And yes, Kanye is very petty because he sat there and uploaded a video of him pissing on his Grammy Award. And he uploaded all 10 of his contracts for the world to see. And I'm sure his label is fuming right now. Now, in Kanye's contract, he was first signed to Rockefeller Records, which was owned by Jay-Z and Dame Dash. When Jay-Z sold his company, Rockefeller, to Def Jam, Kanye ended up moving under Island Def Jam Music, which is also a parent company under Universal Music Group. And Kanye was obligated to give his labels 6 albums, which include The College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation, so forth and so on. And Kanye would get big advancements from the label, which is money that every artist gets from their label up front. But this is not money that they get to keep. Advancements are used to pay for their recording costs, their promo, their music videos, their distribution fees, etc. And most of the times when they go through their budget, they don't have any money left over. So they have to tour to make money for themselves. But since the industry introduced this whole 360 deal, labels are now able to get a percentage of artists' touring money and their merch. And on top of that, labels own their music. So they're not making much money from their music at all because the labels own their masters. If an artist sings, writes, or produces on a song, they only get a small percentage of what they should be really making. The label is actually the one making the majority of the money off of their music. So this is what Kanye's gripe is about. Kanye is a multi-billionaire, but he made most of his money outside of music, which is crazy because he's a music artist. He's a well-known producer and he has sold over 140 million records worldwide, but he's not making as much money from music as he really should. And there were a lot of other things in Kanye's contract that were interesting. I was actually watching a video from a former entertainment lawyer. Her YouTube channel is called Wine and Chill, and she gave a really good, basic, and informative breakdown of the issues that Kanye is having in his contract. And I would highly suggest that you watch her video if you want more of an understanding, because she is an experienced lawyer. And she gives a really good insight on what a lot of these artists are going through in the music industry. Now, I do want to move on and talk about the rumors of Jay-Z selling Kanye's masters to buy back his own. Now, this does put a negative light on Jay-Z because for a while it has been rumored that Jay-Z does have some shady business practices. His former business partner, Damon Dash, has always called Jay-Z out for the way he got down in business. Dame has always had a gripe with Jay-Z because he sold half of their independent record label, Rockefeller Records, to Def Jam. And Dame blames Leor Cohen for getting in Jay-Z's ear and convincing him to sell his portion of Rockefeller to Def Jam. When Jay-Z sold Rockefeller, he ended up getting a lot of money, and he was also positioned as president of Def Jam. So Jay-Z benefited from selling Rockefeller to Def Jam, but he allegedly sold it at Kanye's expense. According to Kanye's contract, the rights to his first 6 albums were sold to Def Jam and Universal. And these are the albums that Kanye is currently fighting to get ownership of. So this does make Jay-Z look a certain way because for a long time, Jay-Z and Kanye West consider themselves to be brothers. However, one thing we know about Jay-Z is he's a businessman and he's going to look out for himself first before anybody else. So it ain't really about brotherhood, it's about money. And in a lot of ways, Jay-Z used Kanye for his own benefit. He made money off of him, and also he was able to make some of his best music because of Kanye. So Kanye helped extend Jay-Z's relevance in hip-hop, and Jay-Z has benefited from that, and Kanye has benefited from Jay-Z as well. But is the relationship between Jay-Z and Kanye the type of brotherhood that Kanye claims it is? I don't know. I think at one point Jay-Z may have looked at Kanye as a little brother, but I also believe he looked at him as a good business asset. So I wouldn't put it past Jay-Z if he really did secretly sell Kanye's masters behind his back. But whatever the case is, Kanye is not really upset with Jay-Z. He said, "Don't let the system pit us against each other. Jay is my brother. I have eternal love for all artists that have been through and are still trapped in this crooked system. Jay still doesn't get his own masters back for 10 years. I will see to it that we all get our masters." So that's what Kanye had to say, and he's putting up a major fight against the industry right now. And I hope nothing happens to him for exposing the industry. He did post this alarming tweet saying this: "Northie, I'm going to war and putting my life on the line. And if I'm murdered, don't ever let white media tell you I wasn't a good man. When people threaten to take you out of my life, just know I love you." And he deleted this tweet after he posted it. And I found it very eerie, to say the least, but I low-key respect Kanye for speaking out against the industry, and I do hope that every aspiring artist pays attention to this. Do not sign the type of contracts that Kanye signed. Kanye is warning people the way Michael Jackson warned people, the way Prince warned people, the way TLC warned people. He's warning you all, do not sign your life away in these contracts. Ownership is very important. And the music industry is not designed for artists to own anything. So if an artist wants to be able to own their own music, it would be better off if they went the independent route. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.